News. Hyde Park, the best hood in Upland.
Hyde Park,
Got it locked from the bread to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
So come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Stacking the UPEX from all the treasure we're hunting. Dragons keep the properties coming. Newcomers get help and they love it. Giveaways all the time and we love it. UFC and NFL where we rumble. Race track in the hood got constructed. Hyde Park is stunning. If you don't agree, then you can go.
You need to leave.
The best hood in Upland. Yeah.
Hyde Park,
Got it locked from the bread to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
So come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, fun day. KO, Wolf Warner in the house. How you guys doing this morning?
Good to
Doing
go.
great, man.
Oh, I like that. Is that Genesis this week? Is that a mint too, I see?
That's a
Nice.
mint too, baby.
Very
It's a
cool.
mint too.
I like it.
The building. What's up, party people?
Man, just a great
Yeah, man.
weekend. So we had lots of martial arts stuff going on. I know KO was judging or refereeing some MMA fights last night, so we had a good time with that. And so he had an exciting night. It was a big weekend for football. Some interesting games and results out there. So, whew. But we have our big one today. We got Buffalo and Baltimore. So obviously we're Bill strong in this side of the town. But it's going to be a good game. I think, in my opinion, Baltimore is the team to beat right now in the AFC. And I'm excited for this game and really nervous, man. Henry is a freaking machine. The guy is a machine. He's a tank, and I hate playing against him. So what are your guys' thoughts on NFL football today? I know, KO, your team's out right now. You got destroyed by your wife's team I saw last week. So hope everything is better in the household this weekend.
Happy wife, happy life. That is true. So,
That is true.
yes. But yeah, no, I'm excited for the to see how today shakes out. I got a few bets myself out today, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh boy. Anything with wager gets Wolf excited. Um,
What you up to, Wolf? What you do? What's going on with you?
I'm relaxing, man. I'm just on the upland tip, just getting ready for the battle, Spark Wars. I want to make sure that there's no spies in the crowd. But I believe we're all cyborgs.
I am a
Right, we are
cyborg. We
on.
are cyborg strong.
Yep,
So we
yep.
got our little plans that we won't speak about on the air, but we ready for war.
Oh yeah,
I know.
cyborg style.
Ready to
We're ready
go.
in real life tip, this is divisional rounds, and I'm totally engaged, and I am really here to give quick analysis on my man SC Kickers team. I want to give my reveal for that game. It's a very interesting game. Well, to get first things out the way, let's go with Philly over the Rams. I do believe Philly's going to beat the Rams. The Rams have a little narrative with them, I guess, with the LA Fires, right? I like
Mhm.
narratives and storylines and things of that nature. So that storyline is there, but I believe that there's been enough money donated, and I believe the fire is contained, so we can move on to a new storyline. Bye-bye Rams. Philly moves on. That's that quick analysis. Okay. But the game of this might be the game of the year. We got Baltimore headed into Buffalo. I think it's like 12 degrees tonight, minus 2 this evening, right? Am I right? -2 wind chill.
Yep.
I think that this is a very, very. I'm going back and forth on this one right here. it's strange because I'm from New York City. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, so I got to rock with NYS at times, New York State. But then I went to the University of Maryland, College Park, so I'm a Terp.
Mm.
So that's the Baltimore. I have a whole Baltimore clan. So, oh my goodness, this is tough, man. Josh Allen, MVP candidate. Lamar Jackson, MVP candidate. Both of those players put the cape on at any given minute. The game's at Buffalo. Buffalo's getting back Milano, Bernard, and I think a nickel corner. I think you guys get 3 defenders back today
I think so. I think you're right.
That
that
was
were
my next
not.
question: was how healthy is each team?
I think they're both pretty healthy. So Baltimore is Flowers back. It still hasn't. They haven't said anything. He did practice. He's not playing.
Game time decision.
Game day decision. Figures.
So with that being said, you got to watch the Zay Flowers game time decision. But I believe Ray Davis is out for the Bills, a young rookie with like over 400. I believe he has a concussion.
Yep.
And I believe his running style is conducive to Baltimore. But you got Ty and you got James Cook.
Yeah.
Both teams are so like evenly matched. I guess that's why the spread is what? One and a
It went
half?
up to 1.5. Baltimore's favored 1.5. So
Baltimore's favorite. Well, they did beat the Bills this year, 35 to 10.
oh, they beat the crap out of us that first game.
Derrick
Yeah,
Henry
it was
took
rough.
Henry took the first handoff and went 87, I believe.
Yep. I
But you
remember.
did not have Milano. Shakir got injured, I believe, ankle in the first quarter. You didn't have Milano. You didn't have Bernard. So I think that defensively, I don't think Baltimore puts up 35 today in the cold and stuff like that. So long story short, here we go. Give me the Ravens. I'm playing. Give me the Bills and the under. Okay?
Nice.
Give me the Bills and the under, man. Anybody's thoughts, throw it in the chat. I would like to give away a Wolf today. So if Buffalo wins and you agree with Wolf, you know what I mean? I will put the names down and I'll spin and I'll give somebody a Wolf if Baltimore wins. That's for you, SC Kicker. Let's go be more. All right, I'll give away a Wolf shield for anybody who puts Buffalo in the chat. Okay? And if Buffalo
like
wins,
it.
You like it? Let's
I
go
like
to Buffalo.
it. I like it. So what's your my score prediction was 31-27 Bills. And this morning I knocked it down just because of a dream I had. Bass is going to miss an extra point, I'm sure. So I'm thinking it's going to be 30-27 is my prediction for today, Bills. And it is going to be cold. I talked to M Strikes is in our Discord. He does all the NFL pick'ems. He's actually going to this game. He's got tickets for the game, and it's going to be an exciting game. And it is cold there. It's going to be close to it's going to be in the teens, below the teens, like 11 degrees. But the game doesn't kick off till 6:30, so you never know in Buffalo what can happen. So it's going to be an interesting game. Baltimore's used to the cold too. They get their fair share of cold there. So I think it's even on that playing field. Now the Bills are undefeated in Buffalo. I don't think they have a loss this year in Buffalo. So definitely a tough place to go into to play. So I think it's going to be an even game. I'm really looking forward to this matchup. It's a scary matchup. I kind of like that they beat the crap out of us the first game because they are hungry to win this. And we got a lot of players back. And like you said, Milano is out. We got, what's his name? Williams. Williams is an incredible player. He played for our local high school here where my kids went. And the kid is an unbelievable athlete. And he's going to do some big things, I think, over the next few years. But man, if they could put him and Milano on the field at the same time, that would be one hell of a duo for a defense to contend with. And, I think the big things that stick out for me, Henry's a machine. And the dude, what does he weigh, like 240? The guy's a freaking rock. And he's bigger than a lot of the running or the linebackers. So, coming through from the backfield, that's a lot to contain. So it's going to be really interesting matchup. I think if we can contain Henry, we win that game. If we crap the bed and the defense doesn't contain him, I think it's not going to go the way that I want it to go. So, but I am looking forward to the game. It's going to be exciting. I was going to go out and watch it with our Bills backers group, but I actually decided to stay indoors and watch it in the confines of my house because it could be a little bit emotional. But I'm looking forward to the matchup. And for me, man, this is honestly the Super Bowl. I think these two teams in the AFC are by far the best. Kansas City, I don't know. Kansas
Watch
City
your
is
mouth. Be
they've
very
had some
careful.
calls go their way this year, more than I've
They
ever seen, and
They're still the Chiefs, man. I can't.
there.
It's hard for me to, as a Raider fan who gets abused. It's like Stockholm syndrome. You know, you
Yep.
get abused by your enemies so much that you start to love them. I cannot bet against the Chiefs as a Raider fan. Unfortunately, until someone takes them out, give me the Chiefs. That's my. So if we do this again and it's Buffalo and the Chiefs, you know who I got. I'm sorry,
Yep.
SC. Give me the
History.
Chiefs. But speaking of SC kicker, I want to tell you something. Kicker will determine. Tyler Bass, 83%, not good.
Yeah.
Justin Tucker just got his weight back up a little bit, but he was off this year also.
Mhm.
I believe kicking, turnovers, and penalties will
Yep.
decide this game. So what I mean, get ready to see a lot of yellow flags. Get ready for the refs to control this game. I think it's a grind out game. If Buffalo comes out in their nickel package, which they run 65% of the time, they're going to get destroyed on the ground if they
I
stay in
agree.
that nickel. They cannot play that nickel with 5 corners out there against Derrick Henry.
Mm-mm.
Baltimore is going to come double tight, maybe triple tight. Baltimore may check in an offensive guard as a tight end and come triple tight end on you. They're going to run the ball. You cannot be in the nickel. You're going to have to stop Derrick Henry, and then you're going to have to let Lamar beat you. But no Zay Flowers, I will take my chances. So if I'm Buffalo, I'm getting out of that nickel defense.
Yeah.
I cannot
agree.
have 5. I cannot have 5 cornerbacks out there. That's just 5 dudes waiting to get stiff on by Derrick Henry. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Yep. You got to stop
You know what
them. Stop
So
them
with
short.
Milano back and Bernard back, I think you can get out that nickel and go more traditional and let Russo, Phillips, Eddie Oliver do their thing. This game will be won in the trenches on the football field. The line of scrimmage will determine outside of referees, kicking, and penalties.
Can't agree more with that analysis for sure. Kale, what are your thoughts? You're quiet over there. What are your thoughts on this game? Staying.
I am quiet. I'm also a little under the weather. I'm hacking and coughing over here, so I might be on mute. But I think the weather's gonna come into play just a little bit, whether that affects the kicking and stuff like that. And then I think it's gonna be a grinding game. I think it's gonna come down to the last 2 minutes. I think it's gonna be fun to watch. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Give me 21-17 Buffalo.
21-17 Buffalo. I like it.
So you know what? If you put your score in, whoever gets the closest score will get a shield from me. Throw it in the comments. I'll take a snapshot. You got to be accurate. Put it down. Put your name on it. I'm going 21-17 Buffalo.
Nice.
So that would be, if we were in Vegas, what's that? That is Buffalo in the under?
That is Buffalo in the under.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not financial advice.
Make sure you guys do that after the stream too, because
if you do it during the stream, it won't lock in, so it's gone.
Okay.
Once we're gone, it's gone. So we'll put a quick reminder in there before we log out today. So
it'll be there when I come out of this and see it on the comments. When I go to YouTube, I'll be able to see their
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. As long as it's done after the stream, we can see everything. If it's done before the stream, it's as good as gone in most cases. So
I'll announce it on the NFLPA channel for the winner.
Perfect.
On your Hyde Park, which I'm trying to take down again. I won last week, by the way. I'm hot.
Yeah, you did.
Dude, you win so much, dude. You're so good at it.
But I don't know if I won UFC last night because Nakamura lost. Got upset. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I had Nakamura too.
Me too.
I didn't see the results on that yet. I know Dogster was working on that, so hopefully we'll have some updates and check that out. I almost didn't get my picks in time. I went right from teaching class to the hockey game. We went to see a hockey game here and had fun there, and went to dinner afterwards. So I missed a lot of stuff in between.
Wolf,
Right.
do you bet on the fights often?
Yes, yes,
Do
I
you,
do.
man? I find I do much better betting NFL than I do the fights, and which is weird because I mean it's
Weird, because I have
I
been to
fought for
UFC. I go money line UFC. I just go money line. I don't do rounds. I don't predict how the fight's gonna end. UFC.
yeah
I tend to lean towards money lines.
yeah. And last night's card, I was busy reffing our local fights here, but I wish I could have watched this card because it seemed like only one went the distance. Every other fight went to decision, TKO, or submission, or TKO or KO. So looks like an exciting night of fights last night. I hate to see Kevin Holland lose. I do like Kevin Holland.
Yeah, Kevin lost.
Don't like to see that.
Actually, I
Round
picked
one
him
too.
too.
And we had a pullout. I believe someone pulled out, and you had a replacement fighter, and he got destroyed. Destructed.
And that was in the main event. That
Yes.
was Moicano filling
Yes.
in. Yep. And yeah, looks like a round one finish submission. That's not surprising. So
Kumar, he's the nicest in the game right now. I have to give it to him.
yeah,
It's
he's
tough to go
he's-
in a headliner fight like that.
He has a replacement. Good night.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Jarashad saying 35-27 Ravens.
Ooh, the over. Ooh,
35.
Ravens in the over. Jared shot. All right.
No, I'm sorry. Bills in the over.
Oh.
Yeah.
No Ravens in here. Don't be afraid just because you want a Wolf Shield. If you want the Ravens,
I like that 35-27. That's close to what I got there.
that's exciting. That's an exciting one.
I just had to figure in for that missed field goal because I know it's going to happen. I am not a Bass fan. I've never been a Tyler Bass fan since he's been with us.
83% this year. Not good.
No, not at all. And it's almost like he's better from long range. It's if it's close, forget it.
He's missed 5 extra points.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not-
horrendous
not good.
for a
That's
professional
a
level.
21-20. That's a 21-20 loss.
That's a high school stat.
Point. He missed the extra point. Lose by 1, 21-20. Oh my
Heck
goodness. Yeah.
Well, what's going on in Upland? I know we can't really talk about the Spark Wars because that's all confidential and very team oriented, so we don't want to give anything away. What else have you got going in Upland? What are your strategies nowadays?
I'm a yield guy. I'm basically a yield guy. I'm hanging out in Georgetown a lot right now. I'm just buying up Georgetowns, leveling up my Georgetown collections. I'm just buying the floor in Georgetown. Really, that's like one of my focuses. I'm building heavily in Crestwood in DC. I have a track in Crestwood, DC. I believe it's 3 tracks now. Swarley is the first. I believe I'm second or maybe third. Is 3 tracks in DC. So I'm just into the DC build because it's a future tier 1. It's not big. It's only an expansion that can come. There's nothing you can really do because you expand into Maryland or Virginia. And I know that area. Once DC is that little triangle, we're good to go as a tier 1. So DC I consider myself a wave 2 person that didn't come with Miami and Manhattan. This is my favorite tier 1. I don't know if there's going to be a smaller tier 1 in the future, but right now my focus is on Washington, D.C., building my yield. When I get extra cash that I could throw around, I go under mint, of course, to increase my yield, the double compound thing with the mint. And basically trying to get to 500 million yield. A month. I'm at 407, trying to get to 500, trying to get to 100,000 spark, and trying to get to 50 million, halfway to the chief executive by the end of the year. That's it.
Nice.
We focus, man. We focus.
Yeah,
and
heck
continue
yeah.
doing in the wood. We got the wood hood, and we basically try to help everybody out. We're like Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood, and the Merry Men. So when we have nodes that need our help, we're very quiet. We chill until it's something to win, and then we join. And if you got the Wood Hood's help, trust me, it could be like it's members versus men. You get 3 of us, you're good to go. Yep. 3 of us are better than 100 members. When you get all you need is 3 good Wood Hood members, and you get the good luck. Shout out to the Wood Hood. Shout out Evergreen. Shout out Hyde Park. Shout out Creedmoor. I'm yelling to people that I'm down with. Shout out Robot City Chatworth. Shout out Granada Hills. I only put myself around the cool kids, man. Wolf. You know what I mean?
I think Sherwood was probably the first hood I was in. First exposure to is with is it John
John,
Henry,
absolutely,
way
baby.
back.
Way back. John is dealing with John,
Yeah,
and we got it from here. We have an invisible empire.
that's good. You guys are keeping the spirit alive, and that was.
We're really decentralized. We do not have a leader. I know there's no leader, but we galvanize when we have to.
Yeah. Well, it's been
I
a fun
like it.
journey. Now, what was your so coming into Upland? I think you've been in probably about close to the same time as us. What was your first city opening, city release that you were able to take part in? Was it Detroit or was it LA?
It's actually I came a couple days after the Bronx. I'm like December 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I just went into Brooklyn and bought overpaid for like sentimental things where I lived growing up, this, that, the other. Then the release, I just missed the Bronx. So I believe my first is actually Oakland, part 2 of Oakland,
Hmm.
like Berkeley, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah, I did Berkeley. Berkeley was my first, and I happened to get a Cal Berkeley. And I was able to flip it, and I was like, whoa, this is all right. And then I guess Detroit came after that,
Yeah.
right? Detroit, LA, Queens, things of that. So I consider myself 2021, end of 22, we're the wave. I'm the second, third wave, wave
Nice.
2.
I think we
So
came in Detroit, or what was first, Detroit or Queens?
Detroit.
I'm pretty sure
Detroit?
Detroit was first. Yeah.
Okay, so Detroit, Queens, and then LA. Is that the way it went?
Yeah.
I think. Okay. Because I was here for Detroit, I think was my first opening. I got dropped in Cleveland of all places and bought a crap ton of properties over the holidays and overpaid for them, but I got my collections and kind of saw where it could go, from that. I got into it originally for the earnings, the yield. And that's what kind of triggered me. And it was similar to Monopoly, so it made sense. And started educating a lot more on different podcasts and stuff. And thank God I found Discord and definitely helped to streamline that process for sure. So anybody that's just listening to this for the first time, get on Discord and educate yourself and do it the right way. We learned the hard way, and but
Hard way.
we've learned a lot of good things along the way. So
Upix Land, get your data sources because
Mhm.
very critical before you make any purchase. Try to do some research. Get with the people that will link you with the accurate websites, data sources. Because if you're in this thing by yourself, the learning curve is long by yourself.
Yeah.
So, but the community will help you. And there's more information from when we got in, even now.
Ton.
People calling us OGs. I don't think I'm an OG, but compared to from 21 to 25, I guess we've been in the game for a minute. So information is key. And tuning into YouTube content creators, Discords, making your links is how you'll be able to excel or achieve in this game.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Shaq, and I consider us like the little G's because we came a lot
Right.
later.
Right.
And if you look at some of the people, that I considered like OGs in the game when we got started, not a lot of them are really as active. I think the little G's are a lot more active,
I
than
think
they ever were.
we're the new crew.
Yeah.
After that wave 1, the dudes that jumped in for the crypto and was trying to just get I believe this us wave 2, the new G's,
The new G's.
are
Yep.
ones that's controlling the game right now, believe it or not. And we have to make sure that we bring up a generation of new G's
hmm
after us. We need some new young talent to come with some new shows. Because remember when we came in, it was Loyal Doyle,
Yeah.
Radish Head, John Woodhead,
Mhm.
Woodhood. You had, and now you look, and now those dudes have kind of faded to the back. And then here comes the evergreens, Hyde Park, Shaq. We're the new wave. And
Yep.
I think after us, we're gonna have to, as we climb, we're gonna have to lift up some newer players.
Yep.
You know what I mean? To make them feel like the next generation. Because right now, I believe wave 2 or the new G's, we run this thing right now. Shout out to all the OGs for setting the foundation,
Yep.
but we've elevated it right now, man. We way up here with it right now, man. We way up
And
here.
that's the goal, man. We got to bring in people. We gotta make it fun. We got to bring some, some excitement to Upland with the community. I mean, so that's the goal. When new people come on, I like to try to, hey, get them in some giveaways, get them in some spin wheels, get them excited, get them some assets, and because there's people that were just playing a year or two ago, and now they're creating, now they're making
Mhm.
assets, now they're, so something that, I mean, shoot, I never thought I'd be making assets in Upland and
Me
um, running this stuff, and here we are. So I think you're dead on with that.
Yeah, 100% agree. And it's, because we got into it. I originally got into it for the yield. I just wanted to earn that income, passively. And I think some people are ultra focused on that, and some people could give two craps about it. And it's evolved so much, from when we started into all these other areas. And it's not going to be just about the yield. That's one little part of it. But I feel like there's so much more coming in layer two, layer three, and who knows how far this is going to go. So what is like your end goal? Where do you see all this crazy stuff going with the metaverse? Because metaverse is kind of like like when we were kids, that when the internet first came, there wasn't a lot to it. Now it's just layers and layers and layers.
I think the layers are going to continue to grow. I believe that utility will grow. I believe that eventually it's going to come a point where, if you overload the market with map assets, then it's going to come to a point where when you release a asset a couple years from now, if it doesn't have utility, then why I'm gonna put it on my property? Because my property is already flooded with map assets from years ago. So when you come in, after a while, it's going to be like, okay, I can make a map asset, but you need some utility with it in order to stand out from the mass production of mass assets, which can be, overflood the market. So I believe that more innovation is coming, more utility is coming. Um, and I believe that eventually, hopefully, as we expand, they'll allow, like, how can I say it? I'm tired of my iPhone crashing. Okay. There's still minor things that I need here before I feel I can onboard certain people. I have friends that are ready, but the learning curve is so hard and they all have iPhones. And
Yep.
when I say, yo, look at my property, and I pray to myself, watch what's gonna happen, watch what's gonna happen. And it happens, man. I'm talking about, you want to make a bet? I got a bet. Since Wolf likes to wager, I bet you that if you go to your iPhone and you try to show off your properties to a friend, and when you have that great video you want to show somebody and you press it and you press the wrong one and they're sitting there like, come on, man, I've been
Just spinning.
spinning like, and trust me, the video's awesome. Just give it a second. This is what happens. I want to show off my properties, Upland. And I'm
Yep.
a great shiller. I'm a great shiller. I got enthusiasm. I can make the worst property be the best property. But if the property can't come up on my phone, then what's the purpose? It disappears, it crashes, and the person's like, this that game you talking about? Yo, call me back when your screen works, man.
Yep.
Honestly,
It,
honestly.
you hit the nail on the head with two things there. One, the iPhone crashes, because I have an iPhone, drives me crazy. We had a couple weeks ago, right before New Year's, we had a live in person event here for a comic book signing. And we were trying to show people the assets and stuff. And every
Right.
time I went to the app, it crashed. And I'm
Ah,
like, damn it,
ah,
it's
right.
frustrating. And I'll be watching
Right.
football games with my crew, and same thing. I'm trying to show them this stuff, and every 2 seconds, and you get frustrated and just the hell with it. And it is frustrating. It really is. And then the other thing that you nailed there when you were talking is utility for assets. And this is a huge thing for me. And I know, Kale, I don't want to speak for you, but I think we're on the same page with this. Is when we create an asset, man, that's the first thing we think of, because people are going to be buying this asset.
Right.
Why should they buy it? What is the utility? And when I buy stuff, I look at what is the utility of this going forward. And if there's no utility, it's gone. I don't even think about it anymore. So I think utility and future utility is huge when it comes to assets. So everything that we bring out with, the Hyde Park Ninjas, everything has got utility in some way or fashion, or it's really no reason to make it. There's no
Right.
value.
No question. It
Feel
has to
like
has a
you're,
or see, you guys have a theme. So, and this is like, I talk with Coach Funk and things like certain nodes that I'm with. They do an awesome job developing the brand. Okay, and everybody has their little niche. And speaking of niche, man, any more purple ninjas left? Got to swing past.
We
You guys got?
do. I think the mint one is gone. That mint
I don't need.
one, I
No,
believe.
I'm good. I need a purple. I just remember I need to reserve me a purple ninja. I'll get to LA after the Spark Wars. I'll cop it. If you have some available
We'll
still.
definitely do that.
I'm gonna get me a purple. But like things of that nature, man. Like I'm right here. You got the comic book. You got the ninjas. I'm looking to hear about. Is the name revealed today?
Oh, we do have a name reveal today. Yes, we do. On one of our characters, we had we actually, man, this was a really cool event, and we are so community oriented, and we wanted to have something that the community could take part in, and give them the opportunity to name a character, and they got a cool prize coming as well for that. So we are going to reveal that. KO, do you think this is a good time to reveal? That's a good segue here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
let's rock and roll. Let's do
All
it.
right, let me pull this bad boy up here.
Wolf, please tell me that you're going to Vegas this year.
You know it.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
I'm going to the sports book with you this year too. I didn't get to
Oh,
make the sports book last year.
Oh man, remember we spoke
I do.
Buffalo over 10.5 wins. They got it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right. That's right. I
man.
should have took that damn bet.
Took that. I was nervous. I saw you lost Stephen Diggs. I was a little nervous. I was like, wow, Vegas has Buffalo at over 10.5 wins, and they lost all those receivers. Vegas must know something. And
Yep.
there it is.
Yep.
Buffalo over 10.5, baby.
All right, let me
Go
see. Got here.
There's
All
the
right,
card.
so we'll go ahead. We'll show this first since it's already up. We've got, there's the dragon, slaying the day dragon.
Ooh.
And I'm supposed to send a link for this to Shaq, and I can't find the darn link. I got the picture and I don't have the link. So
Is that
apologize to
Rhaegar?
Shaq.
Is that Rhaegar? Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Game of Thrones House of the Dragon, man. Wow.
So, man, how could you not wake up in that atmosphere and not slay the day, right? So I know, Wolf, you like the purple. There was a purple and white one that looked
Man.
sweet. I couldn't find the picture of it, but that one looked pretty cool too.
Oof.
All right, let's
awesome
see here.
right there.
I'm on the wrong picture 100% here. Hold on. Here we go. All right, all right. Click this one off. I'll come back to that one actually. All right, so the character, this is the character that the community was choosing. And we had a name event that's been going on for a few weeks, and we had like 4 different phases. So we had put out like a description of the character so that people can get an idea of, what is this creature or person, within our game. And then, from there, we had people come up with names. And then we took and went to a vote of which name people liked the best. And we came down to with the team, we came down to the best 3. We picked the best 3, put them up for a vote to the community. And KO, who was the winner of this? I know it was between 3 different people.
So the winner of the event was Jimmy Jester.
Okay. And the name of the character, and this is the confirmed name, is going to be Ricky Miu. So, and this was I thought it was an amazing name. I actually voted for this one too. And the community did as well too. So it was a hands down winner. So this is going to be one of our characters, and this is the actual name of the character. So pretty cool. And KO, what was the prize? What did the lucky winner get?
Which I think is pretty cool. I mean, Jimmy, you got you got the name of this character forever, so I think that's pretty cool. You're gonna win. Our series 2 of our comic book is in the works, and so you'll be receiving a free copy of that. We'll send that to you. And then actually, you're gonna be the first owner of one of our Next World assets that have been produced. And so I don't know why I can't share screen right now. That's having difficulty, but anyway, I'll show you that later. So yeah, that's as a thank you for participating and for winning the competition. So we're pretty pumped.
Yeah, so super excited this character is named, and we'll have other events come up down the road, stuff like this for different characters. So definitely stay up to speed on everything we've got going on in Hyde Park.
Now, if you voted, I did put you on a spin wheel today, and you're going to get a complete set of the Candy Cane Ninjas, one of each color. So we'll spin that wheel here in just a little bit.
All right. Do we want to spin that wheel and then bring you back? Because I know you're going to turn into Robo KO as soon as we do that.
Yeah, we can do that now. We can do that now if you want.
All right, let's do it. So we'll go to Robo KO and we'll figure out who wins the spin wheel for a set, not just one Candy Cane Ninja, but a set. All right, KO, Robo KO, don't let us down here. And he didn't let us down. I hear the Robo coming through. All right, let me get this one switched over. There we go. All right, there it is. See some familiar names in there.
I'll tell you who's not going to win, Swarley.
And you were right.
Yeah, see, I know.
Oh,
I'm a winner.
6 Wicks. 6 Wicks is the big winner.
Swarley, thank you for making me a winner again. Wolf wins. That was I wager everything that Swarley was not going to win, man. Okay,
He was a minus 990.
Yes, at the money line. Yes, not to win.
All right, KO, get out of here. All right, let's see. Here he is. And we got KO back without the Robo, so perfect.
We're back, baby.
All right, so 6 Wicks and Swirly keeping the drive alive. All right. Poor Swirly.
I like giving him a hard time.
Yeah, Swirly's a good dude. I love Swirly.
My guy.
And Swirly, thank you for that message this morning, by the way. I totally didn't realize that I had done that, so I appreciate that. Heads up.
I believe Swarley's with us too. Now,
Oh, was
honestly,
he?
Wolf's likes to win, so I like to be. Who's honestly? Let me talk a little trash right now. I wish I might talk to my Llama Line crew to put some odds up for the faction. But who's really going to take us out? Now, can we talk amongst family? What's going on? Who's going to take us out, man? Really? Who's going to take out the cyborgs? If you're in the audience, let me know. I think we are at minus 900 money line to win this thing. Okay.
When you look at the lineup,
look at the lineup, man.
Yep.
Come on. The lineup is real. If you're in the crowd, our lineup is pretty real.
I mean, who are we competing against? Captain Hook. We got Captain
That's what
Hook
I'm
and the
saying.
Pirates, and
no, I'm gonna give a shout out. No, okay. We got Elijah in the squad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Now he's not a pirate, though, is he? He's a knight.
He's a knight.
Yeah.
Okay, they're pretty real, but they got to go down. Okay. And thank me later. TML is running out there. I don't know if he's a free agent, but I caught him in Toronto and I saw his overlay, and I want to say it's the Pirates.
So TML, I believe, was a pirate because he went in and burned it.
Burned quickly.
And he didn't realize, I think, that turned him into a pirate. He thought he could like switch. And that wasn't the case. It was a one and done.
Oh, one and done, my friend.
Yeah.
I thought that was a joke. Did he actually do that?
I think he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Haste makes waste.
So he's not. I couldn't. I got a pirate pass, of course, and I couldn't wait to get rid of the thing.
Me too. I switched it up. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep, it was quick. Thanks to June. June helped me out with that.
Made it happen.
Boy Dern is a knight? No way.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Boy Dern.
no. Wait.
What we got in the chat?
Picasso.
Picasso's a what?
Picasso's a knight.
Oh, Picasso, man.
How could you?
Come on. Who else?
Boy Dern. Okay.
What? Another knight? Hold on. We got knights in the chat. We got to be careful. We got to be careful.
I know. We do got to be. Jeez, all right.
Hold on. There's a lot of knights up in. Who else? Name your faction. Don't be afraid.
Let's see. Now, where is Millen? Is Millen a pirate?
I don't know where Millen is. Well, we got L Slack is a is a cyborg, if I'm correct.
Elsac is a cyborg, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dude, we got Buleman. I don't even want to say who. Look here. I'm letting y'all know right now because you can't change your facts. You can't do nothing. You can't back out of it. We got data specialists. Okay. We got spark out the body parts. Okay. Any hole you got in your body, we got sparklet coming out the nose. We got sparklet coming out of everywhere. Straight up. We have
organizers. We got people. We got
definitely got organizers.
We got Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq is the organizer.
Look, there's nothing you can do now because your wager has been placed. You gotta make you gotta make your bed. You gotta lay in it. And I'm letting you know right now, our team is heavy. This is why we play the game. Of course, I don't want to jump out the window and say we're the favorite because I know there's some very heavy competitors out there. But right now, if I had to make a money line, if I'm in Vegas, I would have to say that the Cypher Cyborgs are the favorite right now. Right now, going into it, if I had to lay the odds, I would give us Cyborgs minus 900 money line. Knights minus 500 money line, and the Pirates minus 300 money line. Okay, so that's
I was thinking plus 300.
Ah!
Oh,
you say they're gonna make money. Oh my goodness, they're the underdog. That's what we're saying. They're the huge underdog. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we're the Detroit Lions, but we don't want to have the same outcome.
Nope.
Of the Detroit Lions. But that's
I think I've seen some heavy hitters on the Cyborg team. And, it's interesting because, at the same time, we got this Spark Wars is going on. I keep calling it Spark Wars. We've got New Orleans event still going on. So a lot of Spark going on in New Orleans. So, it's interesting to see where the Spark is going to go. 100%.
Absolutely. I want to know, is Too Stupid with us?
I don't know.
I'm pretty confident, yes.
I think he is, but I haven't seen anything. Cheese is with the Knights, I think, right? Cheese with the Knights?
The Knights, yeah.
I think maybe.
The Knights. Yeah, the Knights, they might be number 2. Like we said, I made them number 2 on the money line. I did. Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be the challenge. Hey, you never know. The Pirates might sneak up behind us there.
TML is a sneaky dude. TML is a sneaky dude. You know what I mean? You gotta, and he'll pay you. He's willing to pay. He's into extortion. You know what I mean? He will DM you and say, "I will give you $1 million" if he is one of those guys. So he knows that everybody got a price. He knows that.
Money talks. Money talks.
Money talks. So he is dangerous, but I do have them a solid 3 on the money line. Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. Well, it's going to be a fun event. Now, I wasn't here for the Sprouts or Sprout Wars. Was it Spud Wars?
Spud.
I wasn't here for Spud Wars, so I don't know how any of that played out or worked. So this is something completely new, and I feel a little bit out of the loop. I've been trying to keep up with it, and it's so hard to keep up with everything going on in Upland right now. I feel like you concentrate on one thing here, and then you forget about 10 other things that are going on, and that's kind of, we all talked about this in Vegas, last year and the year before, that eventually that's going to happen. We're only going to be able to work in so many different areas because there's just too much. Yeah. So you got to kind of pick and choose what you want to do. And we're kind of at that point where it's like overload because we've got all the stuff we're doing in Upland. You got all the stuff you're doing outside of Upland in real life, and there's only so much that you could do. So it's going to be interesting to see, going forward, how much more stuff that they're bringing to the Upland Metaverse as a whole. So,
well, you know what? If there was nothing going on, people would be upset that this crickets, there's nothing going on. Mm-hmm. They're taking our money. They're not bringing us. And then when you come with too many things, then people are going to say, it's too many things. I can't. So I just try to put things in different brackets. Like this week, I'm strictly Spark Wars. As soon as that's over, I get ready for Frost season. I got a little checklist, And then in real life, I'm like I'm a teacher also, believe it or not. All right. So I got to do that stuff in real life and things of that nature. So like you said, you guys are teachers too in terms of physical education and things of that nature. So it's we have to bracket our lives around Upland, and the fact that we even put in this time says a lot for the game. So I'd rather me be engaged with different things than nothing at all.
Heck
So
yeah.
it's a
Heck yeah.
it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? It's a gift
Yeah.
and a curse sometimes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So we got, let's
Absolutely.
see, what month are we in here? July, June, January? January. I knew it was a J.
January.
So we've
Yeah.
got what, about 5 months roughly before Vegas. What are you looking forward to the most in Vegas this year?
Well, I think FB. I'm gonna tell you this. We're trying to and it's bubbling right now. We're trying to do something on our own, like the layer 3 of Genesis Week. We're going to try to something that's not on the agenda, but it's on the agenda. Trying to do like a little pool party so we can present a fantasy, so we can give Upland Tara her championship. We're trying to so I'm gonna wait for certain things. I'm gonna try to reserve a lily pad. People can come
Mm.
out, anybody that has been part of the Wolf, like the challenges, UFC, NFL Pick'em. I'm trying to gather like a little sports squad. We're gonna give Tara her championship. She actually won both
I saw that.
um
It's crazy. She destroyed
yeah,
me every game I played her. Couldn't believe it.
yeah, like I said, it's unbelievably believable, but she got that. And we're going to recognize that. We're going to do things like set up the draft so it's done in a pristine format in August. So I got some things planned in terms of sports and fantasy for Vegas on our own that's outside of the agenda. But
Nice.
in regards to the agenda itself, I would like them to let us know by then the new Spark hours that's going to come. I would like to know if you crash during a car crash, is that going to affect your Spark too? So I just want a more Spark update. We need the planes update. Of course, let's see what's going on with totems. Um, Nick's World, the more integrations going on. I'm looking forward to seeing what TML have with the tycoon and vibes. So maybe by June we'll have update on all of these things. And I'm just looking forward to see what Upland has in store for us. You know what I mean?
That's exciting. I'm glad to hear you're working on some things. It's always, really cool to see what the community members have going on. So this, because it's kind of outside of Upland,
Yeah.
what are we doing as creators to make this work and, getting our wheels spinning. So I think that's important. And, the entrepreneurial side comes out of, some of the creators and, not everybody's into that side of it, but it is really cool to see the creativity that comes out and the different things that you could do, that kind of revolve around our communities.
It's to the point where I was like, when I show up, I'm looking forward to like the community. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Upland does have a
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
you know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's like that's a little, when you guys had the vendors going on and we was in the back and we was doing everything, then I realized that oh, snap, people at the table, Upland's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's really about the community, and Upland has laid the foundation with layer 1, and I believe the community has done the awesome job of taking it to the next level. So when I do come to G Week, it's about seeing the community, and then I got to remind myself, oh yeah, Upland has an agenda too.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing, how they're going to lay out the boots this year because we've been involved with the boots for 2 years. The first year we had like this little nook of TML's table, this little corner spot, and then last year we had a full booth to ourselves. And the way that it lines up with the events that Upland has going on, it's almost kind of counterintuitive, because it kind of overlaps. So people, like, even for us running the table, there's things that I want to hear that are going on the Upland
Right.
stage. So we missed so much stuff last year. And then, for the people that we want to come to our tables and booths as well, of course, they want to be out there to hear that same stuff from Upland too. That's why we're all there. So I'm hoping they do a little bit better job of that. It's interesting because both mine and Kale's wives are very involved in setup of these type of events. That's what they do for a living. And, if they saw the way it was kind of put together, it would just be, besides himself. And I hope they do have a teeny bit better organization of that to help the people that are doing the boots and all that stuff to help portray, what we're doing to help build the metaverse and the different layers that are going to be built on top of this. So I'm anxious to see that this year. Because there's a lot that goes into that behind the scenes, financially, of course, the stuff that we have brought in and, the tables and the time, a lot of time and energy too.
What type of activity? I guess you did bumper cars. They did what activity would you recommend in terms of team building and stuff? I was thinking like paintball. What can we what other type of activity can we do as a crew when we get out there?
I'm thinking sumo suits or something, but
Oh, with when you bang into each other,
yeah,
like
yeah,
a
something like
race.
that.
Okay, we should do Squid Games. You know what I mean? Like,
Squid- I like
You know
it.
what I
I
mean?
like it.
So
Yeah,
what is Squid Games? I heard this come up when we were on our New Year's break. I don't even know what the hell Squid Games is.
That-
No
that's
idea.
that's another conversation.
Yeah, yeah. It's a whole nother. Yeah, it's a whole nother type of show.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah,
research that one. I keep hearing it come up and have no idea what it is.
They're on Squid Games too now, I believe.
well, you go research it and then let us know your thoughts next week.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Oh man.
Oh man, man, the racing was fun last year. I thought that was a good idea. I was a little worried, like logistically. I was like, man, get all these people over there. I thought it was going to take forever, and I mean, it was a little while, but honestly, it wasn't that bad, and I just enjoyed having fun and hanging out with everybody. And then the racing was actually pretty sick. That was fun track.
The bus ride there was entertainment.
Oh, the
yeah, I
bus
don't
ride
know.
was entertainment
Your
on our
bus.
bus.
I think I
We
was
had
on
an
the bus
interesting bus.
Yeah, we were on the same bus as you. Yep.
We want to say
I think so. Yeah.
right. Entertaining bus ride.
Yeah. Somebody
If
hit
what
the distillery a little bit early.
Oh yes.
I felt bad for that guy. Well, I'm not going to get too much into it, but
You're right.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was
What stays in
Vegas.
Vegas? What happens in Vegas?
yeah. So I felt
So
bad for that
stays
guy
there.
though, because it was honestly, it was an innocent mistake too. It really was. And poor guy didn't get to make the kart racing, unfortunately. And just a,
Yeah.
we'll
He's
leave it
probably
at
still
that.
feeling. He's probably still feeling that.
I couldn't even imagine if I did something like that, I'd be out of commission for like a year. It's crazy.
That's why I bring my wife with me.
Right. There you go. The safety net, keep us out of trouble. Right. Yeah.
Pulls the
Yeah.
hook and she reels me in. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really fun to meet your wife last year. Super nice. That was
Yes,
really cool. I
indeed.
know I got to bring my wife the year before, and KO's wife was actually coming the year before too, and she got sick right before the trip and couldn't make it. So it was really exciting though.
Yeah.
And it was great to meet, other people. I don't know how your wife takes to Upland. I know our wives think they're not like they think we're the only two playing,
Yeah.
Until my
My
wife
wife
went
was
to
like
Vegas,
that.
she actually realized it was a real thing.
Exactly. Same thing with me. She was like, I'm going to see if this is real.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the time it ended, she was like, oh, this is pretty real.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then it became like, did you log in? Like, did you log in? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yes. So
That's
I
awesome.
had to take her there so when she in the man cave, what are you doing? I'm like, property. She's like, okay, he's doing Upland. It's safe. I'm good
Awesome.
now. I'm good.
Now, does she play Upland religiously?
Not religiously. She logs in when I remind her. She did in the beginning. She has her little properties in Queens and stuff like that. So she knows that she listens to me when I go, did you log in? So coming up to Genesis week, I'll tell her, you need to log in. Okay, because we're going to do this early bird. You need to take advantage of stuff like this. So her last mint was like, she wanted to go to Tokyo for some reason. No, I'm sorry, Washington, D.C.
Okay.
She did D.C. She didn't do Paris in this one because she was like, no. She's waiting for like Philly and Boston.
Mm.
Philly, Boston, and the other one, Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah. She focuses on other cities, get her 3, and then she's out of there. And then when she wants me, when she wants me to, she's like, I'm not playing this week. You got to get what you got to get. I'm out of here. Because sometimes I'll be like, yo, you going to mint? She'd be like, nope, I got class. So we tend to keep it really separate. You know what I mean? But I stay on her for logging in, but I know the cities she really want: Boston, Philly, and Seattle.
Nice.
Nice.
I know that. Yep. Good
Super
deal.
cool.
All right, Kale, what else have we got? We got to give some stuff away, don't we?
I've got 2 things. People that did comment on the last video, we're just gonna give away 5K epics, and then Wolf, were we giving away that Wolf today, or is that gonna be a future giveaway?
You want to spin the wheel today? I can do it. We can do it today. I get the name.
You want to do
Let's
it?
go.
All right. I got everybody that did it earlier. I think we got some new people in here. Hashtag Buffalo gets you in the spin wheel for Wolf Warner's giveaway today. So I'll give everybody a minute or 2 just to do that.
Now, it's just the is this just the team pick, or is it the scores? Which one are we doing?
Oh, I want to see. You're gonna give me the Buffalo. Give me the score. I'm just interested to see the scores. It might
Okay, the
help me
scores. Okay.
change some of my wagers.
So is that one? Do you want that one done after or now?
Now, let's
Now.
go with that.
Okay,
Now.
put your scores in, guys. So
The
if you
scores
haven't
in.
yet, put the scores into the Bills game. I think Wolf picked 21-17 Bills.
Yes, sir.
I picked 31-27 -1 for the missed field goal. So I'm going 30-27.
Woo.
Standing true by that number.
I have under over.
All right, so put in the scores, guys. And get that hashtag Baltimore out of here, James Pyatt. This is in Allen House.
This is the Allen house today. Josh for the win.
Look at Millen's score.
99-65. Is that the amount of penalties, or?
Let me join you with some paraphernalia. I'm sorry.
There we go.
This is, if you want to lose, this is what you wear. We're professional losers. Okay? So
Now, speaking of the Raiders, Wolf, that I got to tell you that Raiders Kansas City game, that one upset me.
Which one? This year?
This year. Yeah.
We fumbled the ball.
The Raiders should have won that game. They had every opportunity to win that game against Kansas City.
Yes, that's how we do, unfortunately. Just lose, baby. Remember growing up in the 80s, just win, baby, for the Raiders. Al Davis. Now it's just lose, baby. But let me take this hat off before it affects the cyborg.
Oh, yeah. No Pirates.
No, get that Raider out of here. Get the Raiders. Okay. Yeah.
All right. 45-30 Bills. 25-21. 29-21. Laban, is that Bills or?
That's a lot of overs. What we got there?
1990, 2020. Can't be a tie.
Nah, not in the playoffs. Wow, it's a lot of overs. What are we looking at? The over?
I know, right? I picked, so I'm at 57. What was the over under? Like 51, 52 probably?
50 and a half.
50 and a half it's down to. Okay. So I'm definitely on the over. Wolf has got the under.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be under. I think it's gonna be under that. I think there's gonna be a lot more rushing plays.
I think so. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm with you on that, KO. I think a lot of running. It's cold. I think,
they're going to run down the clock. There's not going to be as many scoring plays, Yeah.
But then next thing you know, it's a shootout. So you can't really, it's crazy. It's wild. So yeah, I'm leaning towards the under, but you never know.
If the Bills defense shows up, I think it go under.
Yes. Yeah.
It could go under for sure.
If both quarterbacks put their capes on, it could go over. And we have an explosive.
Oh, definitely. What, speaking of quarterbacks, because I know, Allen and Lamar, unbelievable quarterbacks, both of them, do tremendous things. I do feel like Allen does more for his team as a whole. I think he's a bigger player for that team, where Baltimore, it's kind of split because Henry is such a force and Lamar is a force too. It's kind of more split. But I feel, I don't know who's going to win it. If you look at Lamar's stats, his stats are amazing. They are really amazing. I honestly, until probably 3 weeks ago, I didn't realize how good his stats were until I was looking at the comparison, and he's got some killer stats.
Well, he set the bar that he's made his own category, I believe. The first
Mhm.
quarterback, what is it, 4,000 throwing and
Yes.
900 rushing?
Yep.
That's his own category.
It's crazy.
No one has ever done that, but I believe but the Bills, I believe you guys have only turned the ball over 8 times this year.
Yep.
So Josh Allen has had a phenomenal year. There's some that say Joe Burrow's over both of them, but I can't do that.
I can't do
because
that neither. Yeah.
Can't do that. Sorry, Joe. So any Cincinnati fans out there, I'm sorry, man. I can't give that to Joe Burrows. He had an awesome year. He almost had the Triple Crown and all that through the quarterback rating and stuff, but I cannot give that over Josh or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think it's one of those two, personally. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
one of
they've
these.
thrown Mahomes in there too.
Yeah. Well, he's Mahomes. Whoever wins this game could win the MVP.
100%.
Like I said, this is the game of the year. This game may be better than the Super Bowl. Who knows? I mean, honestly, this is the game.
It's interesting. I think so this year, what was the most watched game of the year?
I want to
Bills,
say
Kansas
what was
City.
Of course, that's huge.
Bills, Kansas City in Buffalo was the biggest. So I think this game is going to trump that.
Woo, this game is huge. And then after this game, it's not like it gets easier. The winner has to go to
Kansas City.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave right now. Okay, I'm ready to see who's gonna win this.
I was hoping we could have got Jason Kelsey on this morning. I wanted to see him weigh in on this Baltimore Buffalo game. He was unavailable, I was told, so maybe next year.
All right, we're gonna give away this wolf.
All right, let's give it away. All right, have you
All right,
got
we'll
all
do,
the contestants in there, KO?
Yeah, so real quick, first I'm going to give away 5K upicks if you commented on our last video, and then now you can actually still get in a bigger giveaway for Thursday if you go back and comment on that last video. So go check that one out, and then so I'll give that away first, and then we'll give away the wolf second.
Uh-oh, almost humans dipping into the crown early.
The Crown Royale. The Crown Royale. Champions, baby. Breakfast of the champions.
And then before I go Robo, I did want to shout out, well, Picasso was on Elslack stream this week. So that was cool. I think that was your first stream you've done, Picasso. So it was awesome to see you put a face to the name, doing great in the URL. They're racing next week. And then Lightning Leg has kind of gotten his YouTube channel going as well. So Lightning Leg, drop that channel in our Hyde Park Discord and let everybody know about that. So he's doing some cool stuff there too. So I thought, anyway, I just wanted to get that out there before I go all Robo.
All right, so we're going to do, this is the one for the wolf.
Now Upix first, then Wolf.
Yeah, 5K first.
All right, so the Wolf of Upland. Let's do it. All right, let me get over to KO screen. Let them all go all Robo here. Is that right? That's not all of them, is it?
That's for the 5K, right?
Oh, for the 5K. Got it. Okay. Laban.
Laban for the
winning the 5K Upix. We got the Lucky Norwegian winning the 5K Upix. We really know it's going to Maui, but. All right, so here's the one. This is for the Wolf.
Woo!
Let's go.
This Picasso.
Cuddybo, Laban.
Let's see. Opus Crew. Oh my God, Jared Shaw. Some people already got it. Well, they're about to get another one. Okay. Some people on this list. Okay. Let's see. Boyden, Maui. Okay. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. Round and round that wheel goes.
Past Opus Crew. Almost Human, Jared.
And who's got it? Almost Human.
Oh, human. Oh.
Just the lucky crown, the lucky morning crown did it for him.
Yes, the Crown Royal. Almost. I need your IGN, bro.
All right, congrats, Almost Human. You got the Wolf, and then Laban with the 5K Upix. Congrats. All right, let's see. All right, we'll bring.
Almost Human. Can he throw his IGN? Is it Almost Human? For those who not think it, I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it is. Can't remember. We'll let KO come back from the cyber world here. All right. All right, so we got our first two winners. And KO, you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're roboed. Go ahead, click out of cyborg world and get back here. Come on now.
He like to sell iPhones. Oh,
Let me see here.
cyborg. He's like, I'm gonna clock it. I'm gonna come back out.
Okay, we have another giveaway, it looks like. Or wait, hold on. I didn't realize KO sent me a message. Sorry. I didn't know what you were doing with your phone there. I thought you had an iPad crash too. And then I'm like, he doesn't have an iPhone. He's one of those
No.
Samsung dudes.
Okay.
Lightning Leg wants to give away 5K in a cart as well.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll go back to the spin wheel.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid doing it
Yeah,
again, but
we got it. That's all right. We're all good. All right, we'll click you back to cyborg. All right, here we go. All right, spin away. So this is going to be for the cart, I guess. All right, so we're going to do the cart first and then the 5K. All right, so Lightning Leg wins his cart.
We'll donate it.
All right, we'll hook Lightning Leg up with something different there. Millen winning the cart. All right, this is for the 5K Upix. And who's going to be? Jerishad. All right. All right, so Millen, you won the cart there. Reach out to Lightning Leg. Get hooked up with that. And then Jerishad, the winner of the 5K. So Lightning Leg there, and we'll get you set up with that. Perfect. All right, we'll get regular KO back here. Ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Go. There we go. Perfect. All right. All right. So big winners there. So we had Millen for the cart, 5K for Jaws. Good job. Congrats. All right. Let's see. All right, Kale, we got to show this card too, don't we? We have a card to reveal. I think I gave a sneak peek of it on just a little bit ago on accident. That's all right.
Wolf, you play any card games or anything? You ever play any games now or growing up?
Cards?
Yeah, yeah, like so we're
like
creating
Magic
our
the Gathering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I dwelled into Magic the Gathering with my middle school about 7-8 years ago. So that is like the last. I actually bought a pack and went to I almost went down the rabbit hole with Magic Gathering, and I had to come out the rabbit hole, man. And so that's actually the last was playing with my students, but now the rabbit hole is too deep. I just keep it with Connect 4 and Battleship. No, you know what I mean? I tried to go with them and it got too heavy, and next thing you know, I was thinking about Magic Gathering, thinking about giving people concoctions and magic, and it was too much, man. I was a grown ass man, and I was losing my mind in that world.
I started playing Magic and D&D when I was a kid and really enjoyed it. And, Magic, when it first came out, because I love the game, I still play occasionally.
Okay.
It was easy back then. it's gotten so complicated nowadays. It was really easy back in the 90s when it first came out. I think it was like 94, somewhere in there. And it's like now the cards have gotten so involved, so difficult. And, we, over the last couple of years, we've been teaching, we do some like game camps. We have our martial arts camps that we do. And then martial arts and like gaming, like D&D type stuff, magic stuff, that they go hand in hand. There's a lot of martial artists that do those type of activities, get involved in it. And so we do this gaming camp, and, we were starting to play magic, and it was like so involved. It was too much for the kids. They can't absorb it. Actually, they probably absorb it better than we do. But,
Right.
I went to a local magic shop and comic shop here, and the owner of the shop, amazing guy, gave me these really cool starter packs that Wizards of the Coast used to have. And man, it was so easy to teach the kids, and they don't make them anymore. Wizards of the Coast stopped making them, but I think it's gotten so involved. It's like overload when you're like trying to learn a game.
Yes.
So, but
Yes.
still a fun game. I love it. And, it was a big part of me getting
Mhm.
into gaming as a kid.
I still have a pack because I do collect. So I have a
Mhm.
pack from back then that I have unopened, that I just have an unopened pack of Magic Gathering cards. Who knows, 20 years down? Who knows? You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think I've got one unopened pack left. I had a student that brought him back from China or Japan, one of the two. I think it was China, and it's unopened, and the cards are all in Chinese. I can't even read them.
That one. Keep that close. Keep
Yeah,
that. Keep wrapping. Yep. Keep that.
that was probably about 10 years ago. I know I've got that in with my Magic collection here. All right, let me get this card pulled up here. All right, so that was our if you, just in case anybody missed it, Ricky Miu and Jimmy Jester was the winner of that. So we won that amazing asset from Hyde Park as part of our Next World um, development we've got going on. So we'll have more details coming on that shortly in the future. All right, let's see, we're going to pull up here. All right, so this is our card reveal for the day. And this card is called Titus of 1,000 Blows. And Titus is our Taekwondo character, and he is our Harichi hero. And you can kind of read through the card here up on the screen, and it gives you, what the card does, and it's got some combo features. And Keo, do you want to talk a little bit about the combo features? I know you're a little bit more experienced actually with this play than I am.
Um, yeah, so if you choose Titus as your hero, these are the abilities that can be given to you. The first ability, you may look at the top card of your deck at any time. So that's a pretty big advantage, and that doesn't require anything. The combo mechanic, basically, you have to land 3 punches on your opponent, and once you do that, then you unlock another ability for your hero. So you may play punch cards from the top of your deck during the sparring phase. So if because you can look at the top deck card of your deck at any time, if you know there's a punch card there, it's kind of like having an extra card in your hand, you know, um, at all times almost, if it's a punch card. So anyway, the artwork here is fantastic. Our artist is actually local around here near myself. He is fantastic. He's so good. Um, and no AI whatsoever. It's just all him. Um, our game specialists, our play testers. I mean, it's been a whole thing. We're coming up by the time we release, it'll be a 2-year project. A year and a half of that play testing, making sure the mechanics are working good, and it's a fun game to play. It's easy to pick up. Uh, you enjoy playing. The artwork's killer. That's just that's our mission with this game. So we're getting pumped to launch here.
Yeah, super excited, and everything is authentic to martial arts, and the artwork is authentic. Like Kale said, no AI. We're not taking any shortcuts with this. This is our baby, and we stand behind it. And I feel like they've really done our homework on this, and bringing authentic martial arts to the realm of cards the right way, the way that we would see it in our eyes as martial artists. So super excited to show this card and some of the abilities that it has. And the play testing has gone phenomenal. We're kind of going through the final stages of it. So we'll have more to release and more cards to release too in the future here. So super excited to be able to show one of the cards, and this is just the first of many. So I think it looks pretty darn good. So super excited about it.
Awesome.
All right, so that was just a quick reveal of the Titus of 1000. So. And James Pyatt had a good question, KO. How many cards are in that first set?
It's a good question. The decks are going to be consisted of 60 cards, so that's going to be like your battle deck. Do ninjas have black belts and white belts?
Are you talking about us, Millen? We both are black belts for sure. Oh, I take that back. I
Yeah,
am
but
only a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, but the rest of my belts are black.
any martial arts background, Wolf? You ever do any boxing or?
Yeah, I did boxing growing up, but then I didn't like getting hit in my nose, and you know what I mean? The eyes would swell up. Next thing you know, I'm trying to wipe my eyes, and next thing you know, I'm getting punched, and next thing you know, I want to take off the gloves and go Mike Tyson and bite my face. Okay, so I find myself better wagering on it. But I am a huge fan of combat sports, definitely. But my background would be Five Deadly Venoms, Shaw Brother movies,
Whoa,
Into the
that's going
Dragon.
back.
Okay, 10 Tigers of Kwanton, Shaolin Drunken Monkey. I can go Jackie Chan, early young Jackie Chan. I can go back to Bruce. So I am a fan of martial arts. Growing up, 3:00 every Saturday, the Shaw Brothers would drop in New York. So Five Deadly Venoms, Kid with the Golden Arm. I love all those Shaw Brother movies, man. If you guys are not familiar with Shaw Brother Productions in the 80s, go do yourself entertained, baby.
Yep.
Start off with Five Deadly Venoms and have a good time.
Yeah, right. The man, I remember back in the day, the show that was on, it was really late at night. Cat's Pajamas. I used to catch a lot of the old martial arts like you're talking about. So KO, the names of the movies that he just mentioned, how many of those have you heard of? Because those are going way back.
I got a couple of them.
Five Deadly
Which
Venoms. Five Deadly Venoms.
You haven't
Kid
heard of
with the
that one?
Golden Arm.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Kid with the Golden Arm.
Nope.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Five Fingers of
Me
Death.
and Warner were dating ourselves here, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry for you. But you can just Google Shaw Brothers.
Yeah.
They used to make.
I'll do my homework this weekend.
It's
I'll do
awesome
my homework
movies.
this weekend.
What is your favorite? What's your favorite all-time movie?
Okay, Shaw Brothers would have some people lean to five. It's between Five Deadly Venoms and Kid with the Golden Arm. My favorite Jackie Chan is Drunken Monkey.
Yeah.
My favorite Bruce Lee is Into the Dragon, Game of Death. Oh my God. Game of Death. He passed away before he finished Game of Death, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's in Game of Death. But Chuck Norris is in Enter the Dragon. Jim Kelly's in Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon, Bruce.
Yep.
Yeah, it's tough. That's where I go with it too, is Enter the Dragon. I got a lot of favorite movies. I back, God, this was in 84 maybe. Had to be 84. It was definitely before 86. There was a movie that came out. It was actually, I believe it was the first movie that came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Was No Retreat, No Surrender. No, even before Bloodsport. Yeah.
Well, Bloodsport. No Retreat, No Surrender. Correct.
Yeah.
83, 84. Yeah.
That was actually the movie. I was always into martial arts as a kid, but when that movie came out, I was over at my best friend's house in Buffalo, and his dad was watching that movie, and I was kind of walking by the door, and we just sat down and we watched it and forgot about what we were going to do. And man, the next day we were at a martial arts school, and we went to a Tai Chi school. And the school that we walked into at the time, I'm pretty sure the guy that was the sensei there, or the instructor, had just come out from the back from smoking a doobie or something, because he looked high as a kite, and he got out there and he was doing Tai Chi. And, I'm like 12, 13, whatever it was. And it was like a dance. So I'm like, yeah, this is not what I was looking for. And then we went to another school called the Golden Dragon Kung Fu, and met Grandmaster Wong, and it was history. That's kind of where we landed. But that was the movie that got me to go into an academy and say, let's go.
Wow.
And then it was, it was from then on, it was martial arts every day, every day, all day, pretty much for me. And very few gaps in between. But that was an iconic movie. And you look back at it. I was just watching this movie again the other day. It comes up all the time. If I see it, I can't help but to push play and watch it. And, just, it was such a good movie. And, it's about the villain Van Damme, of course, with his gangsters that come in and they're going to take over, the martial arts schools. And so this movie always makes me think of LA. And I think Sherman Oaks was actually the first area that I bought property in. Upland was in Sherman Oaks because of that movie. And that's where the school was. It was, I think, Sherman Oaks and Karate, or Karate in Sherman Oaks, whatever the name of the school was. And Van Damme comes in and they beat up the main instructor and take it over. And he was like a gangster recruit from, I think he was from like Russia in the movie or something. And, he ends up fighting against Kurt. Who was the main character? That was Kurt McKinney.
Not Kurt Douglas.
No, not Douglas. Who was the young kid that fought?
See it again.
Is it Kurt McKinnon?
Woo.
I can't remember, but he was actually a real life martial artist, and I want to get him on someday to speak. He's a really good dude. But yeah, he was in that movie, and they had the training montage and all the stuff. And, Bruce Lee comes back from the dead and trains him. And it was so cool. It was so cool. And I remember setting up my garage ready to train like that.
Do you remember after Bruce Lee passed, we was growing up, we would see stuff like Bruce Lee, L.I.
Oh yeah, Lie.
Return of the Dragon. You'd be like, Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had already passed when we were kind of coming up, and people were trying to come with renditions of Bruce Lee. It would be like Bruce Lee, L-E-E-E. You know what I mean? With 4 E's, or Bruce Lie.
L-I-U, L-I. There's all kinds of variations.
All kind of variations, man. If you see some of those posters nowadays, very entertaining. Be like, wow, they really tried to bring Bruce back. But then, Jackie Chan and Jet Li, they tried to carry it forward. So, but yeah, I'm an 80s guy. And if you ever see 5 Deadly Venoms, just let me know who your favorite Venom was, man. If you've ever seen 5 Deadly Venoms, you had the snake, you had lizard, you had toad, you had who is it? You had the one kid that knew all the styles. I like toad, but I also like lizard. But if you watch the movie, it's so well put together. It's so to the point. 5 students, they got to find one that is basically a traitor, and the plot line. It's actually one of my favorite kung fu flicks of all time. If you get a chance, man, trust me, 5 Deadly Venoms.
Yeah, you got to watch that one. Yeah.
Trust
Have you ever seen Snake Fists of a Buddhist Dragon?
See stuff like that. Those anytime I saw those titles growing up, it would be like Eagle Shadow.
Claw.
Eagle Claw in the shadow. That's Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that was Jackie Chan. Wasn't that the one where he fought against the 2 snake guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we're showing our age, man. This is what we used to watch.
Oh, those were iconic movies, though. I mean, I wanted to go learn snake.
Backflips were real backflips. I mean, they backflip up a mountain. The CGI was terrible. You see The Wire, but it was awesome.
Well, it's amazing though. Back then, they were flying tree to tree, and really didn't see that again until like the Crouching Dragon, Hidden Tiger.
Exactly. But we grew up
that
on
came
that.
back out. Yeah.
We were flying from tree to tree, and I remember people saying,
and we would go and try that stuff in the 80s, and it didn't work. Hence the hip surgeries and knee surgeries now,
I got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. Do you remember what was the bubble gum, Wolf, in the old days? Bazooka,
baby.
Oh man. So yeah. I would save the cartoons out of those, and I would collect those things, and I would try to send in to get my tiger claws so I could climb trees. You remember those things back in the days? Or was that Cracker Jack boxes? I can't remember. I think it was Bazookas though.
Comic books and all of these things, they would have like, I remember I ordered Be a Ninja in
Mhm.
5 days, and I ordered a book. And I am telling you, I wish I still had this book. It had stuff where I can make pouches, right? And I put
Yep.
powder in the pouches, and you drop it on the ground, and the smoke comes.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Smoke
they,
bombs.
they would teach you how to make these ninja weapons in like Marvel comic books. It was
Yep.
like Charles Atlas when somebody kicked the sand in your face. You tired of being puny on the beach and watching muscle men take your girl? Get
Mhm.
Charles Atlas. And I'm telling you, these were in the back of comic books.
It was
The ads
crazy.
it was crazy.
And this is real. I mean, this is what we grew up with as kids. You know,
Oh,
this
is real.
was it.
Real.
This was the shit
Real.
back then.
And we
Yeah.
ordered it. We had to write.
We did.
We had to order it, send $3, and it was
$3 and like 20,000 gum wrappers, and you were in.
Oh my goodness! You take
Man, those were the days. That brings back so many memories. So nowadays they have apps for it. You can just do it instantly. But back in the day, we had to do it old fashioned. Send it through the snail mail and
and wait.
Get it 6 months later.
Yep.
That was the back in the days of what was the cereal back in the day? The little guys that looked like Keebler elves, Rice Krispies.
Oh, Rice Krispies. Yes.
So man, on the cereal boxes back in the days, they used to run contests, and I remember, cutting the box and cutting the Rice Krispie dudes off, and they had a coloring contest, and I remember coloring those jammies in and sending it in for the prize, and I never won. I don't think I won. Maybe I did, but
we made our parents take the mailbox.
Yeah, our parents probably won.
Yes, I remember.
I don't even remember what the prize was. It was probably like free Rice Krispies for life or something. It was always something crazy like that. But man, those bring back some memories from back in the days. Crazy stuff we grew up with. But the smoke bombs, I 100% remember those, and sending away for those, and with the Bazooka Joes, and we had, and then they that's where I got into butterfly knives.
Oh, you could buy those.
Yeah.
You could buy the size, the butterfly knives, you buy them in the back of comic books. I'm telling you.
All the time. Yep.
Yes.
And then the flea markets, everybody had them at the flea markets then too.
Yes, the butterfly knife.
Yep.
Yes,
It's a
indeed.
different time.
I sliced my first fingers on butterfly knives back in the day. Yep. I think I was like probably 12 years old too. We were able to go and buy those, at the local flea market.
Yes.
With Zippos, and all that other crazy stuff we were able to do as kids. Yeah. It's a different world.
Different total world. And now I got my nephews and them call me because they're of age right now and they've been waiting. They usually they want Unc, we need the plays for today. So they're gonna be I'm gonna let them know Unc, what you got? That's why I get on the text. Unc, what you got? And then I'll be like, Buffalo in the under. And then when it's Baltimore in the over, boy, do they call me. So I'm gonna have to attend this little group of my 5 nephews who want these plays. All right, I'm gonna have a little powwow with them before the game because they're like 1 o'clock. Where you at? So
I think it's good timing. I think the crowd has hit almost human strong enough in chat. If you guys have been paying attention to that. So I think it's a good time to call it. It's been Wolf, it's been fun to hang out, man. We love hanging out in Vegas last year. We love your and appreciate your involvement and support of everybody in Upland.
Yeah.
And can't wait to do it again this year. So let's
keep up the good work, and before the Super Bowl hits here, we'll definitely get you on for Super Bowl. And we could talk some comic book stuff too. Actually, I know you're a big comic book guy, a lot of knowledge. There are some interesting things that happen in the comic book world this week. I don't know if you saw that with the bankruptcy.
Oh yeah.
That was interesting. So had an interesting conversation when I was out in Buffalo with one of the comic book owners. It's a little bit older than us, it's above our age bracket, been around comic books for like 50 plus years. It was interesting. Get a little insight there. So we'll have to discuss that on the next stream. But get out there, enjoy some good football, man. Go Bills. And man, I envy both of you guys because neither of you guys have a team playing right now. And the stress that I'm going through right now.
Oh, no, I know what you're going through. It's real, man. I know.
Oh man, it's brutal.
2 hours
so
to compress and relax. You got 2 hours to relax because after the 2 hours, you totally in, my friend, man. Good luck, man. For real.
Can't
Go
wait
New
till
York
10 o'clock
State.
tonight.
Buffalo Mafia.
All right.
Hey,
All right,
baby.
guys. Well, everybody have a great rest of the weekend. Go Bills. Go Allen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys have a great rest of the Sunday. And we'll see you guys back on the next stream.
Peace and love.
Later, guys.
All right. Later, ninjas.